Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we begun the 2023-2024 regular season, and as you can see right there, it's been really good so far. 26-11-1. That's a great record. We're one of the best teams in the NHL right now. We had a great month of December, a fantastic month. That's exactly why we are, I believe we're first in our division if I am not mistaken. But 26-11-1, that's a good record. There are a few problems that I have detected on this team, and we'll get into them. I mean, we're tied for second in the league, which is great. How can you be mad, Owen? Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty good at picking up weird things in this game. Not like I'm a psychic, but the games that we lose, we're getting just absolutely dominated. The games that we win, because that's how a win works. And a win is a win is a win. But actually, let's go into the stats and talk about it. There are a few things I'm a little iffy about on this team. Obviously, the top guys are producing, and that's exactly what we need. Anthony Francis, 60 points in 38 games. Man, oh man, he is coming for an Art Ross and hopefully a Rocket Richard for the second year in a row. Kaprizov, the new captain of the Minnesota Wild, absolute beauty. I feel like this guy is going to be a perennial 40 goal scorer. We're about halfway through the season. He's on pace for 40, which is huge. Pietrangelo can hit 40 if he keeps going at a good pace, because last year, how many did he have actually? He had 51 last year. He's never scored less than 50. It's going to be tough to hit 50 this year for him, but maybe he'll do it. He's on pace for a good season in points, but a good season all around from these top three guys, and we need them to be our top guys. Evgeny Malkin, 20 goals as a 37-year-old. Is he our long-term solution for winning? No. And a lot of you guys probably wanted me to go after Braden Point in free agency, and I don't disagree with you on that. I like Braden Point. I thought he would have fit well on this team, but if Evgeny Malkin was coming off 33 points in 31 games with us, everybody had a weird postseason, so I scratched that off. He's 37. His offensive stats are still really well. He's doing okay on the power play. He's helping us out. Obviously, if there's a center that's just mind-bogglingly good out there on the block, obviously I'll go out and look. But he's been good so far. As a 37-year-old, 20 goals. He's tied for the second most goals on this team. That's exactly what we need. And our free agent acquisition in David Pastrnak, the guy that we got instead of Huberdeau and Braden Point, we acquired David Pastrnak, 27. He's got 35 points in 38 games. He's done better ever since the team started to win. We're going to need his expertise in a playoff stretch. And this year we need to make it out of the first round. That is a definite. We must make it out of the first round. 2 years in a row getting bumped out in the first round is not acceptable. No. I do like how David has been. He's on a solid contract, 3 years at 11. You can say what you want. We could have gotten him for less, but it just makes sense to give him that money. He's 100% worth it right now. Then you have Nils Höglander, who was hurt for a few games. It looks like he was hurt for 4 there. 27 and 34. He's on pace for his best season yet. He had 65 last year. Yeah, he can do it. He can have a nice finish to the season. The second line started off really rough defensively, but they've started to turn around, which is good. Our best rookie in Cale Newmanen, who was the 12th overall pick in 2022. He's had a good season so far. 19 points, 38 games. He'll put him at 20 points in 41 games. He's on pace for a 40-point season. As a rookie, he's only going to get better. Look at his shooting category. Look at his offensive awareness. Look at his passing. He is going to get better. Langleader, also in a rookie season. He's been solid defensively. He's battering around people. How many hits does this guy have? Does it show hits? hits. He has 40 hits. Beauty. Gotta love him. And he has a good takeaway to giveaway ratio, which is even better. Okay, Jason Zucker has 14 points on that fourth line. That's what we're going to need heading into a postseason run as well. Lucas Raymond. Now, a lot of you guys are saying, give this guy a chance, and there's not a lot of room on this team in the very near future. There is not. Cap Crunch, we just did sign him to a fantastic deal. He's not playing good hockey. We're putting him in a position to succeed with Langweeder and Newman, and those two guys are great rookies. I'm not sure what it is. He's just not performing how I want him to. He's been rough. That sucks because there's a few guys I could have gone after in that draft instead of him. But, you know, that was our first ever draft. He was one of our first ever draft picks. Thank God Eminem is doing good for us, but Lucas Raymond, if there is a trade to be made, he might be the guy on the way out, because if we could move him for a great defenseman, maybe Erik Karlsson, and move Dumba, potentially, and bring Dewar or Beckham from the AHL up, that would work out. Move Kunin to the third line. That could work in our favor. Luke Kunin, speaking of him, 10 points in 38 games, not great. He is playing fourth line time. I want to move him up to that third line. It says he's a third liner. I like him. Trust me, I like him. I do. I like him as a defensive player. He's got really awesome defensive stats. He's not the best offensive player. He never will be. But I want to move him up in the lineup. I hate putting him down there on the fourth line. Hartman, obviously, he's a solid fourth liner. Fitzgerald was the throw-in guy when we needed him. So, obviously, our stars are doing well, but there's a few guys on this team that I'm a little iffy about. A guy that I'm not iffy about, but he is definitely in the lead for a Norris this year. The man, Quinn Hughes. 43 points, 42 assists, 1 goal. Guy doesn't shoot the puck. He's shooting at 1.8%, but he's got this one goal. The one goal he has is a game winner. Oh, that must have been an OT goal. I absolutely adore that. I love me some Quinn Hughes, top 2 defenseman. He's one of the best defensemen in the league currently. I absolutely love him and his player type. Hopefully he can take home a Norris this year. I'm hoping he does. Marcus Smirnov, he's in his 3rd regular season, offensive defenseman. He was the 4th overall pick in 2020, our first ever pick as a general manager. I really like him. We signed a bunch of people to a contract. We signed Clark, we signed Mironov, we signed Petrangelov. We signed a lot of guys to a bunch of contracts before we started simming last episode, and that saves us a lot of effort this coming off season where we would have a cap crunch. We are going to have a cap crunch with a lot of guys coming off the books like Malkin, like Hickey. You know, we're okay, especially since those guys are having great years. Petrangelov, Mironov, Clark. They would ask for more money at the end of this season instead of at the beginning because they didn't have the repertoire, if you know what I mean. Brant Clark, the 5th overall pick in 2021. I gotta love him. He's having a great season so far. He's 3rd on defensive scoring. He's the best on plus-minus here. There's not much more to say about Brant Clark. I really, really like this guy, and I can't wait to have... And all the guys that we signed last episode, we have them for 8 years, which brings them up until their UFAs, right? So we have them their entire prime. Okay, Matthew Dumba, who is the biggest question mark. I'm not I'm not so high on him right now. You know, 20 points in 40 games, 40-point regular season, better than he had last year, but it's not the 70 and 77 points he had. You know, he is playing first line time. I got it. I'm great. See, he has the 2nd most minutes as a defenseman. So I don't see why he's not putting up the points he has done before. There's definitely something there. He did drop to an 86. I'm not sure why. I'm honestly not sure. We did sign him to a new contract this past few episodes ago. Signed him to an extension. It's a solid contract for the player that he is. Thomas Hickey, 7 points plus 3. Basically what we signed him for, not to be a detriment to this team. And then Ryan Sutter, who I'm gonna potentially try to waive this episode because he's been a bad defenseman. -6, 11 penalty minutes, 6 points. So we will. But if we're winning games, then what's the point? Really, goaltenders Ben Bishop and Weeman. Why has Weeman played 5 games, huh? Well, I accidentally kept auto-rotate goalies off to begin last episode, and we got to the month of December, and I'm like, okay, let's sim the month, see how Weeman did. He doesn't have the best save percentage. Both goalies don't have the best save percentage, but they're winning games, 23-10-1 for Ben Bishop. He actually leads all goalies in wins, which is huge for us. But we need them to get better towards the end of the season. Okay, so I've outlined a bit of concern for this team. But before, I'm not even going to check the entire league stats. You can watch the end of the last episode to see. We're tied for second in the NHL with the Buffalo Sabres. We're 2 points out of first place. Okay. Oh, I guess we're actually tied for third because you got the Flyers there at 54 points. Okay. We're 2 points out of first. I want to see how we start simming this episode and then make a few decisions. I want to see if we sim well. If we're simming well, I won't see a point to making a big trade. We start off the episode against the Vancouver Canucks, and we start with a regulation loss after a win against the Chicago Blackhawks. Iowa players injured. Laminko, whatever. Oh my God, we stopped the Devils 11-0. Oh my God, we beat the Winnipeg Jets 10-3. Holy Jesus, what did we do? Did we smoke crack those 2 games? We're like, let's go put the puck in the neck. So 4 wins, 2 regulation losses. We get a win against 2 West teams. So actually, let's talk about the draft class because we do have 4 firsts this year. You see a few top guys here, and personally, I want one of these D-men. I want either Julian or Houle because they look to be really solid. We also got Miles Yoshimura, who I would love to bring on this team. I'm not going to necessarily trade up for any of these guys, but if we luck into one of those picks, obviously I'm going to pick one of them. We have 4 firsts, I believe. Ooh, we got a goalie here at 85th. I think this guy's going to be good because this really reminds me of a bunch of goalies that we've drafted in the past where we don't know, we see that high elite. So, I mean, hey, maybe he might be good. Joe Veleno? Joe Veleno? Joe Veleno? Oh, poor guy. Oh, I'm in love with Joe Veleno just because I really wanted Montreal to draft him in 2018, but we didn't get him. Huh. I'm going to claim him. Just because I can. Lucas Raymond has been injured. That sucks. Until February 4th. So I'm going to go to head coach, replace player, and then we're going to stop the simulation. Because that's a few wins in a row there. 3 wins in a row. 33, 14-1. Anthony Francis is up to 73 points. We're second in division, 1 point out of first. Chicago Blackhawks are actually first in the NHL right now. We actually have more wins than them. So that is huge. That is huge for us. So do I get Joe Veleno in the lineup? That is a question. So I think we'll move Kunin there to the third line because Raymond. Did he jump up to an 83 overall? He's not. He's got 19 points. He has 1. Does he have 1 point since the last time we started? That is unacceptable. unacceptable. If we have the chance to trade this guy, if there's a trade that's working out there, we will do it. I'm not hesitating anymore with him. There's no more time to talk about that sort of thing. There isn't. So Joe Veleno, is he a scratch down here? Joe Veleno. His stats are not the best. So, you know what? Let's just play him in the AHL. Or do we even play him in the... You know what? Yeah, actually, let's play him in the AHL. Get him a bit of time. Maybe we can trade him for something down the stretch. Or if he needs to be a trade asset. So, welcome to the club, Joe. Welcome to the club. So, Joe Veleno is in the AHL now. If only he was that elite prospect that he was touted to be. Let's actually just finish out the month here. Lucas Raymond should be back anytime. He's disappointing me, guys. Just like how disappointed my parents are with me. Ho ho! Sure, no thank you. There's a few trades that we definitely have to consider. There are. So, Columbus and Montreal to end the month of January. And we lose in the shootout, but we get a point and we beat Montreal in OT 3-2. I will take that to end the month. We are 34-14-2. Anthony Francis has 76 points. He's 26 points above a point per game. I love to see that. We are second in the NHL. We are fighting with the Blackhawks. That is fun to see. So Anthony Francis has almost 40 goals. Let's skim through the stats real quick. So Kaprizov is having a great season, 59 points. Petrangelov is also having a great season. Evgeny Malkin has 28 goals. That's second on the team as a 37-year-old. I think that decision to keep him on was a great idea. David Pastrnak, 49 points in 50 games, so he went up actually. That is huge for us. 16 goals. He's not scoring the goals. He's definitely passing the puck more to Evgeny Malkin, but he's putting up points, which is what matters. Nils Hoglander, 39 points in 46 games. I want him at a 65-point pace every year. That's a really solid season for him. Kel Newmanen, 27 points in 50 games. He can definitely hit 40 this year. I would really appreciate it if he hit 40. I mean, Langweeder isn't the most offensively capable guy. I mean, he has the shooting accuracy, obviously. I might end up changing this guy into a sniper in his career because of how good those shooting stats are. But he doesn't have the best offensive awareness, so he can hit 40 points. Hopefully those two rookies can. Now, Lucas Raymond, he did just get hurt. If I'm not mistaken, he started the episode at 18 points. I want to say that he started the episode at 18 points. And if I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go off the notion that he started off the episode with 18 points. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable for Lucas Raymond. A medium elite prospect, drafted 6 overall. He's got okay stats. He should be doing a lot better, but apparently he is not that guy. So he's out until close to the beginning of February. I want to see if there's a trade out there for this guy. Jason Zucker, 18 points, not bad. Luke Kunin, 16, not bad. I mean, it's not great, but he's good defensively. Hartman, 13. Fitzgerald, 2. Beauty. Defense has Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes is a beast. I'm sorry, but that is just a fact. Quinn Hughes is the machine. I can't believe Vancouver offered us a trade for Quinn Hughes. Explain that to me. It doesn't make any sense. I gotta love me some Quinn Hughes. Brant Clark, 37 points. Man, he's having a great season. This is his best season so far, is it not? Yeah, he's already surpassed what he had last year in 32 less games. Something to hold on to. 34 for Mironov. He can hit 56 if he tries hard enough. 22 points. He can do it. I think he can do it. Either way, he's having a great season. Plus 25, that's the best on our defensive core. Dumba, 25 points. Do we end up moving this guy for maybe a Dougie Hamilton, who is out there on the block? I'm honestly not too sure. We would be moving him to the Metropolitan Division. I'd rather get... Oh, that's hard. That is hard. We'll look around the block. We'll see if there's anything out there. Hickey hasn't been bad. Sutter actually got better in that month, which is huge. Have the goalies gotten better? I think Ben Bishop got a bit better. He got 6 wins that month. Not terrible. I think he had. I want to say he had like 1 loss. I can't remember where we left off with him. Weeman, 5-3-0. He's not been great, but he's up to an 84. He's officially a backup goalie, which is big. So actually, let's check the entire league stats, see if we have some trophy winners on this team. Ben Bishop has the most wins in the league, but right now it is Carter Hart's league. The Philadelphia Flyers have an absolute gem with Carter Hart. That is scary. That is very, very scary. No, it's his league. His league. Nobody else compares to him right now. Rookie skaters. You have Jesper Straka, 61 points. It does not look like one of our young guys are going to take it this year. See, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of the subscriber-created players. We have LaRoche. I'm sure there's a few other guys here. We got Jeffrey Woodworth, absolute beauty, 20. He's never going to be as good as he was in our franchise mode, but I respect it. Now, at this point in his career, he already had a Stanley Cup, which is just hilarious. Beauty. We got Gustav Fantenberg, Cal Newman. Yeah, Cal Newman won't be taking home some hardware this year. It is too far ahead. He's too behind the pack, but you know what? A good season nonetheless for the rookies. Defense. Quinn Hughes is leading in defensive points. He is currently 7 points, or 7, no, yes, 7 points ahead of Adam Boquist. Adam Boquist does have a plus 25. Honestly, if Quinn Hughes just dominates in points and stays around a plus 17, he needs to take home that Norris, and the NHL is rigged either way, okay? He needs a Norris in his career. I do want to bring on Erik Karlsson. He's out there. He's on the block. Definitely a guy I would love to bring on. That cap is questionable. Maybe. Potentially. We'll see. Who's leading in old skaters? Connor freaking McDavid. 86 points in 51 games. So he's just running away with it. Anthony Francis is currently 10 behind him. Doesn't take away from how good Anthony Francis has had it this season, but Connor McDavid is that much better. He's in a world of his own, actually a 99 overall, so okay, I get it. Who's leading the goal category? It is currently Anthony Francis. The rookie in Saku Vosnar isn't too far behind. He's played 1 less game. You got Straka, you got Everberg, so a bunch of creative players here, and Connor McDavid is right there. Who's actually leading in assists? It is currently your boy Hughes is tied with Connor and McDavid. So you see a lot of great seasons here so far, but we are 34-14-2, 7-2-1. I am going to let's simulate a bit. Let's simulate closer to the trade deadline. The trade deadline is right around. Let's sim up to the 3-day stopgap between Buffalo and St. Louis. So Lucas Raymond is back. He has about 2-3 weeks to prove himself. Fitzgerald, get out of the lineup. You are sitting at 19 points. If I don't see some progression, we are 100% going to consider trading you away. Philadelphia, start off the month strong. 3-2 victory. I will take it. Ryan Hartman has been hurt. 4th line will throw Fitzgerald in. That works for me. We get the shootout victory against Vegas. I will take it. 36-14-2. Jack Cola a third, and Vasilev to the Boston Bruins, and to Montreal they get Anders Borg, 84 overall, and Senshin. Jesus, when do you see rivals make trades like that? That's crazy. 2/4 from Pittsburgh. No, thank you. Calgary, can we get the victory? Can we get the victory? Ryan Hartman is back. We are going to throw him in. I'm sorry to do this to your boy Fitzgerald. 2 points in 9 games. Stud. Gotta love him. Hartman, welcome back to the club. Missed you so much. Calgary. Oh my god. Ooh, Aberg. Nah, we're so deep on the wingers. So that's 6-3 victory. I'll take it. I'll take that. Boston. 8-4 victory. Keep it going. We got a prospect here. I'm pretty sure that's a real guy, so I'm assuming he's like Not the best of prospects. He's, you know what, 26 years. Oh, he's not even that. He's actually older, 26. That's a decent defenseman. At $2 million, I don't hate that. Is he playing with an extension? I mean, Hunter Jones is up to a 70, or he's kind of staggering around 78 overall. JT Compher would be a solid depth piece. I mean, I would consider bringing over Compher as a depth guy for the playoffs, but no, thank you. 38-14-2. Can we keep this winning streak alive? Buffalo and Ottawa. Come on, keep it going. Come on, Ottawa. Ooh, that's Jordan Staal, 2/3 to the Buffalo Sabres, and Carolina acquires. Ooh, Foudy, the prospect. I believe that's I can't remember what Foudy that is, but that is Liam Foudy's brother. A second and a third. I mean, Carolina, they're getting a decent top 6 prospect in Foudy. They move Staal, who's a top 6 forward for Buffalo. I think it's a win-win trade for each team, especially. I'm not sure where they're in the standings. Noel Akari to the Chicago Blackhawks for oh, Chicago trades 2 firsts. 2 firsts for Noel Akari. Chicago, I hope you're not a bad team. I really, really hope you're not a bad team. Carolina. Matt Dumba has been injured. Until February 19th, we'll throw in and we lose our first game. We can't trade Sutter, but I do want to see how Grunstrom is. Grunstrom, how you doing? 81 overall. No, thank you. Kylington? No, thank you. So get out of here for a first. And Sutter? No, thank you. So St. Louis, can we turn around? Okay, Kozlov and Beach to Colorado for TJ Brody and Hutton. Oh, I hope those guys are good prospects. And Evgeny Malkin has been injured. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. 4-3 shootout victory. We're taking a few injuries here in the month of February. Anthony Francis is already at point per game. That is huge for us. We are first in our division. So Chicago is a good team. But that's 2 firsts for Noel Akari. I hope he helps your team. We're actually first in the NHL by a little margin. That is huge for us. So actually, ooh, that is rough losing Evgeny Malkin there for a bit. I don't like that. 2 big guys there that I hate that. Hickett's. Let's see that +5 for a bit. I think it's time to make a trade. Lucas Raymond, I'm not going to go totally into the stats. Okay? I just want to look. Lucas Raymond, 22 points. Okay. That's 3 points in 8 games. Okay. Lucas as your partners. He has 29. Doesn't have a lot of points since the last time we talked. Cale Newman has 21. He has 32 points. He's scoring goals. You, man, you are not that guy, apparently. So let's check the trade block. Let's go around the league, see if there's anything that we could potentially acquire, because losing Evgeny Malkin, not for so long, hurts a little bit. It does hurt. Obviously, we want to continue to be one of the best teams in the league, but I do want to see if there's a potential trade partner out here in the NHL. I do like Oliver Ekman-Larsson a lot, so Torrey Krug, 90 overall. I do like him as well. Is there a top tier forward here? You got Lidman, you got Zadorov, a bunch of defensemen on the block this year. Obviously, defensemen are worth a lot. Mason and Murray, Janmark, no thank you. Teddy Bluger. Or Teddy Bluger? It is Teddy Bluger. Yeah, Teddy Bluger. Klingberg, which he is a righty. I could totally, but that is Dallas. I'd rather not trade with a division rival in Dallas. Okay. Hodges, Wilmer. Edmonton's got a few nice prospects there. You got Borgstrom, who's hurt. You got Vetrano, Malgin, Shattenkirk, no thank you. Cahoon, who's making 10, no thank you. Philip Deneau, who's only making 5. Oranze Kopitar, how many more years? 1, and he's making a $7 million contract next year. I really, really like Philip Deneau and his advanced stats. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a nice giveaway to takeaway ratio. Yeah, always a fantastic, underrated centerman in the league. If you don't believe that, get your facts straight. Montreal, anybody on the block? You got this prospect in Lazarev, which is a sick last name. PK Subban, no thank you. Bjorkstrand, nope. Dougie Hamilton. I love me some Dougie Hamilton. How good are the Islanders this year? 28, 25, and 5. They're fighting for a playoff spot. They got Oliver Wahlstrom, Eberle, Bailey. I'm feeling, the only guy I'm really feeling here is Dougie Hamilton. That's the only guy I'm really feeling. They got Patrice Bergeron down there, but other than that, I'm not really feeling it. Rangers, nobody. Slavkovsky, nope. Nope, anything here, anything exciting. San Jose! Taking Erik Karlsson off the block, so that's one guy gone. That sucks. So, Anthony Cirelli. Okay. Ooh, you got Tom Wilson. Gotta love me some Tom Wilson. He'd be a nice pickup. Now, I'm looking at no, he wouldn't really fit. If we're really looking, we're looking for a top centerman, and does Vancouver, they got Eric Stahl. Okay. I'm not in love with anything there. I'm not really in love. I'm going to go find trade. If there is a trade out there for Lucas Raymond, I'll pull the trigger. But if not, then I guess we'll wait. Is there anybody out there that would want a Lucas Raymond? Anybody? I don't think that... Oh, there is. Lidman and Afanasankov. 2 really solid prospects right there for Raymond. Okay. First... Peltier, a third and a third from Calgary. Calgary wants Raymond. Slavkovsky, a first, a third, and a fourth from Ottawa. McCauley, a starting goaltender. O'Reilly, a first and a third. St. Louis's first. Vahalati, a center prospect, a third and a third. Vancouver's first. Chris Tanev, a third and a third. Ilya Samsonov. Tom Wilson. Ilya Samsonov. How good are you? Uh-oh. He's a 91 overall. Guys, he's a 9. What is his contract extension? He doesn't have an extension? Oh, no. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Oh, but we're winning games. Oh, I like that idea very much. Oh, he's 26. How good is he doing this year? How good are you? How good are you? Are you having a good season? Not really. So, okay. So how as Bishop. Not really. But I do like Samsonov. I do like that idea. Now, I think the best trade offered to me was Calgary's trade. You got... Oh, they got Matt Murray. Funny. You got Lidman and you got Afanasankov. Those are 2 really awesome prospects. Do we wait? Is that a thing that we do? Do we wait for the trade, or do we go out and get these prospects right now? We're winning games. What is the point right this second? We're deep. We're winning games. Is there a point in making a trade right this second? Personally, I don't think there's a point in making a trade this moment. I think we're winning games. We're a solid team. We're first in the NHL. Why would we go out there and add when we don't need to add? I mean, look at our roster. We have a good team. We even have guys to pull from the AHL if need be. I mean, obviously, if we want, we could move Raymond down there to the fourth line if we really, really feel like it. I mean, let's try that for a hot second. I mean, we lost two. I mean, I think their injuries kind of hurt us a bit there. Obviously, we want those guys in the lineup. I mean, Malkin was doing really well. I think we're gonna wait on the Lucas Raymond trade. I think right now there isn't that trade right now. I think if we were to swap Lucas Raymond, it'd be for a great defenseman prospect, I mean, which Lidman would be, or a center, like a good centerman where we could add more into that trade, right? So I'm actually wondering how are those picks looking right now, actually? So we have 4 first-round picks this year. We could flex a bit of muscle. Toronto and Tampa Bay, those are the 2 highest-rated picks. We have our own and Ottawa. So let's look at Tampa and Toronto. Let's looky right here. You got, it's okay, Tampa. Okay, Toronto's sitting out of a playoff spot. Lightning are just in a wild card. Okay. Few injuries there. Let's sim up a few days. Hopefully we get those guys back and it won't be a problem. So we got a few games before the trade deadline. Hopefully. Oh, Anthony Chiarelli to Dallas and a third. And Vegas gets Julian Honka. Dallas, I think, gets a better player. I mean, they lose a good defenseman, but they still have a bunch of great guys on their squad. I think they're fine. Matthew Dumba is good to come back. That is huge. He's a good defenseman for us. We're going to need him back. So, Hicketts, get out of here. Obviously, I do like that +5. But, we got to get Dumba into that. Hold on. Let's split those guys up. Okay, let's just keep going. We were simming with the defense that we had. Okay. OT victory. I will take it. 2 in a row after a regulation loss. Matt Nieto and a second to the Florida Panthers and Arizona. Frank. Is it Frank? Vetrano to the Arizona Coyotes. Florida gets a good second for an okay forward. I think Florida wins that trade, honestly. Craig Smith. $5 million. You're paying this man $5 million? Now, no. We could easily make a trade if we wanted to get some player like that, right? So Evgeny Malkin is back. Guys are getting back from the injured reserve. Raymond, you had a few games. You had one game maybe, and you got 1 point. Congratulations, you played yourself. I don't really like you anymore. You've gotten into my bad books. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. Kunin, Honestly, I'm going to keep Raymond there on the 4th line. I think he needs... You know what? We're just going to go. Let's just keep going. Ooh, Fenisenkov and Jakobsen to the Boston Bruins. Calgary acquires Jake DeBrusk and Radko Gudas. Jake DeBrusk is a solid player, but I'm assuming Fenisenkov is going to become basically what Jake DeBrusk is in a few years. So you could say, oh my God, no! Oh, May 31st? Well, that just made things way more complicated. Oh, no. So May, oh, he's out. He's out for the majority of the playoffs. So we are going to make a trade. And I think I know the exact man I want to go out and acquire. We have the cap to go and get him right now. His name is Eric Stahl. His name is Eric Stahl. 85 overall. 2 more years. We have the... Oh, I didn't expect to make this trade. You know what? We'll give them Ottawa's first. Would they do that? What do you mean for next year? What do you mean? Just retain. Retain Winnipeg. Please just retain. Please, for the love of God, just retain. Are we gonna have to give you a... We're gonna have to give you a player. I hate this. I hate this game. Oh. Oh. Does that mean we're gonna have to waive Sutter? If we waive Sutter and he gets picked up... Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to do that right now. Okay. So, this has become a lot more interesting in the last 30 seconds, so... We're gonna have to waive Sutter. We're gonna have to waive Sutter if we want to bring on a centerman. So, Sutter, we're gonna waive you. Does that give us any cap space? Does that... I think that's still... So, Sutter wasn't... Damn it. Okay, so Sutter... Who is our scratch defenseman? Hickett's go in for just right now. Okay, Hickett's, you go in. Hickett's go in. Hickett's going. I swear to God, Hickett's. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk right now. So Hickett's is in the lineup. Is now that he's in the AHL. Nobody picked him up, which sucks. Maybe I wish Detroit did it. We should have done it earlier in his career. Winnipeg. Hey, Winnipeg. Can we talk for a few seconds? Can we do that trade now? Or it's gonna say no. I already know it's gonna say no. What do you mean? Oh man! Please, please, just get this trade done. We can't trade Sutter, which just sucks. Oh, that sucks. The game is screwing us because we have too much money allocated to the roster next year that we can't get. Oh no. That hurts. That hurts us a lot because we can't trade away. We can't trade away Sutter. That would be going against everything that we've already done. He's an albatross. It's supposed to hurt us. That freaking sucks. So let's look around the league. Is there a cheap centerman that I have overlooked? Okay. Nope. Is there? Come on. There's got to be a cheap center out here. Maybe 83 overall, something. Please. Please. Is there anything out here? Because I don't think we're going to be able to survive without Malkin here. So we got Coleman. I don't really like Coleman. Eskinen. Eskinen's on the block? God damn it. I wish we had the money to use. Oh, no. This is royally screwed a lot of stuff. Oh, why didn't we just go to potential? Okay, whatever. Is Borgstrom back? That's a guy. That's a guy. That's a guy. Can we have the possibility? No, that was Malgin. I want Borgstrom. Would we have too much money? Potentially? Oh my God, we can get this trade done. Holy hell. Okay, we're giving you Ottawa's. I don't want to give up Toronto or Tampa's because they could fall out, or Toronto's out of the playoffs. Tampa could fall out as well. Borgstrom is going to have to fill in for Malkin. Losing Malkin just sucks. I honestly just want to give them picks. Not have to lose a roster player. Welcome to the club, Borgstrom. I did not expect to make that trade, but losing Malcolm has forced us into a position to do that. Lucas Raymond, I don't care if you lost morale. I don't care. So Borgstrom, where is Borgstrom? 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 where are you? Borgstrom? Okay, you're in the AHL. I don't know why. You could have said, oh, bring up Beckham. He's not the most offensively capable person. Borgstrom is at least a capable forward right now. Which means I want to fix up my power play units a little bit. Borgstrom, welcome to the club. They're +1 now. That makes me a little sad. But we thought we'd lose that +3. But okay. So which means I want to get Anthony Francis on both power play units. Just because I can, and I will, and you can't stop me. And then I'll get... who do I put here? I'll put Petrangelov. Sick. Okay. So we have that settled out. Borgstrom is a Minnesota Wild. And wow, that is MCL. Did he even play one game with us and he just hurt him? Damn. So we make a huge trade, or not a huge trade, but we make a pretty hefty trade at the deadline. We're losing players left and right here in March, or February actually. May. If it had said like March or beginning of April, I've been like, okay, we can wait. We're a playoff team. It doesn't matter. Big trade there for Philly and New Jersey. Okay. Jones for Janmark. No, thank you. LA. Welcome back. Does that mean we can bring Sutter up now? Does that mean I can bring Sutter up now? I want to bring Sutter up now. I feel bad that I did that to him. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I just thought maybe somebody would have picked him up, but no, apparently not. Sutter, welcome back to the club. Won't put us over the cap. Makes me happy. Edit lines. Here we go. Is he going to be... I mean, he's probably going to be better than Hickett's. I do really like Sutter. I really like Sutter. Sutter's such an underrated defenseman. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. Back to edit lines. I'll go best lines here in the AHL. Works for me. Sick. Okay. The trade deadline is upon us. We've won a few in a row, which is big, but big losing Evgeny Malkin. Maybe Braden Point would have been the guy to go out and get. Right, so I'm not even going to check the league stats. I'm going to wait till the end of the episode, and then we'll go from there. Trade deadline is upon us. We've already made our trade. We were forced to make a trade. Chicago here before the deadline, and we are being offered a trade or something. Thomas Hertl to Dallas and Alex Chiasson to Dallas. Ooh, to New Jersey to get Gurionov. Personally, I would say New Jersey wins that trade. Gurionov is an underrated NHL player. They get a defenseman in Schneider. They get Murphy and a fourth to Columbus for Vetrano. Kyle Okposo and a third. Well, I'm going to say Tampa. They get roster players for nobodies. So, worked for me. So, okay. Okay, they won't let us pass the trade deadline here. Chicago, we beat them in OT. That is huge. That is huge. Colorado. No! Stop it! What is happening here? Why are we losing players left and right? I didn't turn the trade slider up. I didn't turn it down. Obviously, we didn't turn it... Oh my god. 4-0 shutout against Colorado. We're losing players left and right. Good news, Anthony Francis is basically at 100 points. Did I just jinx that? Knock on some wood. How's Borgstrom done in his last few games here? No points in 4 games. No points in 4 games. Sick. Oh, that's rough. This has just been a rough end of the season. That's all I'm going to say. So, Fitzgerald was a throw-in guy. You know what? So we lose him till March 17th. Honestly, hold on. Let's move up. I almost said Panarin. Let's move up Pasternak. I won't even fix the special teams. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's keep trucking along. I would bring up a guy from the AHL, but I think we can wait for something like that. So we got a few games left. It's crunch time. Keep it going. A few injuries isn't going to stop our run. 2 shutouts in a row. New Jersey Devils have fired their head coach. Congratulations, New Jersey. Detroit. Hell yes. 49 wins. Rangers. Sutter, god damn it. Why is everybody losing their limbs? Rangers. Big victory. Islanders. Yes. Minnesota. Plenty of players are back. Does that mean ya boy is back? Does that mean ya boy, Mr. Kirill Kaprizov, the captain, oh captain, is back? Hell yes, man. Newman is actually up to an 84. That's just huge. Kaprizov back up there on the first line. We are good to go. Kaprizov, don't you dare get hurt. Oh my god, we're losing players left and right. Jesus! Head coach replaces the player. Calgary. Victories! Cal Newman. I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. Persuade. You're playing 11 minutes. I'm sure. Agree with me. It's crunch time here. Everything is going wrong. This has been a way longer episode than I thought it was going to be. Montreal. Victory! Pietrangelo is back. We're getting battered here to end the season. We're getting absolutely just friggin' demolished here at the end of the season. This poor team. This poor team. We're getting battered. San Jose. And our win streak is over. How many was that? So our last loss came against Carolina. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 wins in a row. Let's end the season strong. Let's end the season strong against the LA Kings. Let's finish this out. Arizona, 6-2 victory. Turn around. We could be a 60-win team. I don't want to jinx things. 2 wins, regulation loss. Cal Newman. Cal, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's been a rough end of the season here. You're going to disagree with me. Shut up. Shut up. Don't start with me. I'll trade you out of here to some bum team. 2 regulation losses in a row. Pick up a victory against the Jets. Can we finish the season strong? Finish the season strong. 2 regulation wins. Make it 3. Make it 3. Make it 4. Hit 60. Hit 60. Hit 60. Right here. Right here. Come on. Don't let it come down to the wire. Don't you dare do it. Okay. AHL injury. And we hit 60 wins to top things off. Let's go ahead and sim this last game against the LA Kings. Might as well. 60 wins. We did it. First period. 1-0. Anthony Francis on the board. Second period. 4-0. Anthony Francis. Pietrangelo and Newman. Hell yeah. Third period. Let's sim away. Power play early. LA. Nothing. So can it be just a nice, simple end to the season? Hopefully nothing comes out of this. Von Sieg scores. Actually a subscriber-created player, so Merry Christmas to you. He scores on the power play. Let's end this game solid. Don't give them anything else. Let them get a goal on home ice to end the season. And we finished the season with 61 victories. That is the exact kind of dominance I wanted to see. We clinched first in our division. 120 points for Anthony Francis. Actually, I believe 1 or 2 more than he had last year. Great end of the season. A fantastic end of the season there. And we will be playing the LA Kings in the first round. Huh. Okay, if that last game is any indication of what's going to go on in the first round, then that's all I'm going to say. And this episode has been going on pretty long, so I think I'm going to keep you guys waiting on the stats, because there's going to be a whole lot to talk about to start the playoffs. Maybe a President's Trophy, I'm not sure. So hold on for the next episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.